Hello and welcome back to 10 Minutes of Astrology. I am doing this before I go to bed while I have time. Right now, we're going to be talking about Mars in Scorpio in 2029. This is a deep dive into what being the ultimate phoenix, death, and rebirth we've ever experienced. My name is Shay, your favorite astrological person on the internet, if not in the world, and I'm really tired. So, we start with a square to Pluto in Aquarius. That's at 8 degrees. This is a difficult out the gate alignment. I would say mutual reception, but it's not. Aquarius is not near enough to Aries, is not necessarily on the wheel, but in regards of personality, because Mars again is war centered and Aquarius is a weird, so I can't give them mutual reception. This is just a really difficult. All the stuff that we went through with Mars and Libra has basically made it go, yeah, no, we're not doing this. We go full on Mars and Scorpio, that deep, dark, transformational action. We are seeing through because Scorpios see through everybody. And they're seeing through all of it. And they just nope out. Now, Pluto in Aquarius, even though this is great for, would typically be great for transformation. How long is Mars going to be in Scorpio? Do you really want to get petty? Because if you want to get petty, I want Scorpios to remember that I believe there's yachts coming up and that there have been spankings that Scorpios have been receiving underlying all of this. So especially y'all need to decide whether or not that's actually the right answer or if you're being emotional about this. And I don't mean emotional like a Cancer. I don't. I mean emotional like it has transformed you into the Joker. And are you going to run with that? Or are you going to seek your even higher self? I know you have it in you, and I know it's hard to swallow the missing the chance to get that sweet, sweet revenge. But it sometimes is a dish best served cold for a reason. You can tap out without going under their skin. I know you know what I'm saying. Now, as far as Aquarius, this Pluto in Aquarius goes, it's gonna be on the side of Mars and Scorpio, but that's just because Pluto and Scorpio and Mars have that density and it's that time period that the Aquarius friendliness, you may not want to make a whole lot of friends. This feels like friends close, enemies closer, but you don't want nobody. This is really not a time. It is and it's not. Pick your battles. I'm going to leave it at that. Don't get overly caught up in the petty and don't lose friends because you may be having an emotional reaction to something that may not even be their fault. It may be a misunderstanding. You may want to wait through this so that way you can get to Mars to Sagittarius, which is seeking out the truth and acting on the truth. So, any major decisions, I understand if you want to make them and you're like, oh no, like if it really is an abuse, if it really is a line, don't take it. You ain't got to sit there and take it. I know I don't. But I also don't want you to forget. If you're the emotional type, check your emotions. If you're a very logical type, I don't want, you will still feel this. This is going to be depth for a lot of people. We go from too much energy this is like a national tragedy type of energy. Like, I want to really iterate, this is hard, difficult energy. Then we have an inconjunct to Neptune in Aries retrograde at 10 degrees. Another difficult, irritating, especially with spirit. You feel this. It's depth. It's hard, and it has to do with you and your lifestyle and the way you pray, the way you practice, the way you preach, the way you teach, the way it's this life of either morality or immorality that you are going to be at. If you are more prone to immorality, this is a time where you may act more sinisterly. And if this is a time where you are usually moral high ground, I don't think you'll play the victim card. I think that you will play the survivor card. Then Lilith goes into Taurus. It's like, you know what? I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I can handle myself, and my little family, whatever is mine that I control and I see and I have access to. Then Mars in Scorpio is opposite Chiron in Taurus. This is healing in the home. And the opposition is best friends, worst enemies. And I think that we really find ourselves in true oppositions right now. You're either going to be against this person and against what they're doing, or you're going to be all with them and all behind them. I don't think that this is a half in, half out. I think you're either all in or all out. I think you are either covered up in your emotions and you're feeling compelled to be with people that are also in their emotions, or you are distant and cold and don't want nothing to do with nobody. And we're coming into a technological time where, because more people are on their phones and in their gadgets and on these headsets, and all of these different tech things are coming out, we definitely have, I see more like farmers versus people that are inside because they're on, the technology stuff is getting a little dystopian at this point. I don't want to underestimate the fact that there is a lot of duality in this new world that we're seeing, and it's very. Now, I've talked before about feast or famine. I hope it's feast. But this type of alignment set that we've got going on is like poor people on their phones in the alleys, trapped, completely trapped, and then other people that have completely disconnected from the world and are starting their own community. It's very polarizing. We have an inconjunct to Uranus in Gemini. Again, this is about that technology. The Mars in Scorpio is the internal, it is the emotional, the raw, the focused actions versus chaos. And Gemini is a lower octave of Scorpio. So I think Mars and Scorpio here can handle the bob and weave. This is one of the few times. And I like Mars and Gemini together, even though it can be bad shit. I do like this alignment because you have figured out that you're going to have to bob and weave, and you've gotten a lot better at it because you've been in this fight for years. You are mastering this fight at this point. It keeps changing up on you. Okay, you are getting in the groove of the chaos. Opposite to Saturn in Taurus retrograde, it's heavy. This is heavy. And I want to like it. I really do. I want to be like, if we can get this energy and grasp this energy and hold on to it for the better, it's heavy energy that can propel us forward. But if we can't handle it, this alignment is actually reminding me of obsidian right now. Obsidian is a very difficult stone to work with, and it's giving shadow work, but the shadow work is like you're shadow working your morals. Like, why are you even moral? Why are you even trying to get the high ground? Is it to be right? Is it to stroke your ego? Is to what's underneath that? That's really deep and that's really heavy. And these are some really hard questions that you're going to have to ask and answer yourself. Then it ends on a beautiful note, a semi-sextile to Jupiter in Libra. This is teaching Jupiter, and this is at 29 degrees. So this is like hold my heart steady and lucky in love. I'm going to be lucky with my relationships. And this is learning from Mars and Scorpio. You can enjoy these relationships, but don't trust a soul. Don't give them nothing. Just enjoy your life, and your healing journey, and your deep, and you have to learn how to enjoy your darkness. Jupiter. And Jupiter, we don't think Jupiter has a dark side because we always associate it with luck and positivity and just bigness and grandiosity and over the top. And all of this too much energy that we've been having, that's been balanced with this in Libra. Believe it or not, all of this has been balanced in Libra. All these big things are at least, if it's imbalanced, it's very imbalanced. Or it's very, very balanced. Like, of course, you're not going to get one way or the other. But regardless, Jupiter's lucky. So no matter what sign it's in, it's going to try and grab from the best of that. And this is at 29 degrees. So Mars and Scorpio at 29 degrees is the best of an acting Scorpio. Round of applause. Like, Grammy nominee here. You know, it's very well done. Very well done, group. I'm going to leave it at that. Mars goes into Sagittarius September 23rd, 2029. Please keep track of this stuff in the comments. Press all the buttons. All the buttons. Press them for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Peace out, fam. I'm going to finish my drink and maybe this will be like the third time I've tried to lay down. We shall see. Peace out.